Entering team settings. Ready.
Deep in the heart of Texas, in San Marcos, welcome to Bobcat Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Texas State Bobcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He is so thrilled that the team has responded. After losing their first game of the season, they put their head down and got back to work. Now on a 3-game win streak, they are rolling. But he knows they've got to still take it one play at a time, one game at a time to keep it going today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas State's offense will have the football first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Entering play
Yeah, Palmer, I don't feel bad for this quarterback, but I kind of feel bad for this quarterback because he's going to get some monsters today. And he's had his own struggles, but these guys, man, they all can get after the quarterback. They can get tackles for losses, get you in passing situations, and when they do, they hit you, and hit you a lot, and disrupt the timing. So he's got a tremendous challenge on his hands.
He's got a challenge. His offensive coordinator has a challenge, too, because he's got to find a way to make life easy for him, and that's easier said than done against this D-line unit. They have so much speed off the edge. Even the interior guys can collapse the pocket and get pass rush as well. So for the offensive coordinator, whether it's screens, nakeds, bootlegs, moving the launch point, draws, just trying to get the ball to this guy's hands early, that's going to be a big key.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was the guy, this offensive line and this coaching staff were...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Entering play call 2, 3, 6. There are 2 categories. You have 15. Nickel 3. Cover 2. Cover 4 pawns. Cover 9 show 2. Left X 2-man.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority.
There he goes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To give to the back. Could be an alley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Looking for a crease. It's Dickey. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hammond. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got it behind the line. It's Evans. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for space, it's Dickey. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later, and finally they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Entering drive wheel.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jenkins. Hard running there.
Entering play call, 2 to 4 low. Left on 2 men.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Pass.
Jackson will throw. Finds his man. It's Burgess. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too.
Entering paused screen, you have 7 options.
He's got his man across the middle.
Entering
he gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
3-6.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it right down the middle. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Entering paused screen, you have 5 options.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Eakin. Got a man. It's Hammond. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Finds the tight end. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Trying to run is Dickey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first.
Entering inside.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
RPO. AHD, empty and drive. Let's swing mesh.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Hammond. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Entering play call. Coach
lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
You have 15 options. Pat attempt to select.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
You have 5 options.
And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Time to cover 3.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Left text
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Jackson gonna throw it. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Texas State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
Entering play call, Coach Sig. Instant replay. Entering play call, Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back over to your game inside Bobcat Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Entering paused screen, you have 5 options.
And the Bobcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Red Raiders head coach told me they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the 3rd quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He's got it again. Maybe a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The give to the lone running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Drive wheel.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. To throw, it's Hammond. Quick strike complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Dickey. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Concept. Wide trap.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Drive Y corner. Jet reverse pass. RPO glance both. RPO alert put. WR under. Mesh spot.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Jet reverse drive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Cover 3 Sky.
Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
Cover 3 matches selected.
Running inside, it's Jenkins. Got a little grass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They got it at the 30. And the Bobcats want to move quickly.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Ball, tight. Nickel. 2-4 single. DT Michael free. Cover 6.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
There are 2 categories.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run inside. It's Jenkins. There's a little room there. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
They'll try to add another to their
categories.
lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Eakin. Here's the pressure.
Enters, empty, driver,
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Entering. Nickel. Cover 9 showed you.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Pulls it in. It's Sparks. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Trying play action. Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
2-4 load mud. Cover 1L. Cover 3 cloud.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on them.
Entering play call. Go. Entering paused screen. You have 13 options. Instant replay is selected.
The offense took care of business.
Coach suggestions.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Jet reverse pass.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Back open in the middle. And strong, firm tackle.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carter. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. There's a crease. Makes it past the marker. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Jenkins. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down.
Entering play
timeout called by the
suggestions.
defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Makes the catch, it's Dickey. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Drive, RPO, mesh, AHDC, RPO, MTN drive, let's swing, shot Y wheel.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And here we go, final play of the game right here. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. It's really the most common type of